Newspapers have been going through a tough time in recent years. Many have closed down because of the recession. But in Fareham, there's a newspaper that's going from strength to strength. You won't have heard of it unless your name's Dumont, and you could easily drive right past the main office. Charles Wace now reports.
Romsey Avenue is hardly Fleet Street, but it is in fact the centre of a highly unusual newspaper, the Dumont Express, a monthly with a circulation of around 15. Unlike Fleet Street, it has no union problems, for it's a family affair. Its editorial offices are in a dining room, and its editor's 13-year-old Paul Dumont. At his disposal, he's got two cub reporters, his younger brothers Tom, 10, and Joe, 8. And like all newspapers, they've an owner. Their dad, Roland, who, when not checking the paper's budget, is a police inspector in Portsmouth. For 2 years, the Dumont Express has been sent to the family's relatives around the world, loaded with family gossip. It's put together every month with the aid of 2 typewriters and new technology, a computer for the headlines and page setting. There's also plenty of editorial conferences.
We've got something for you to do, Joe. How your bike puncture's mended. Perhaps, what do you say to doing an article about bike riding again?
I think it's quite nice. I'd quite like doing an article about bike riding, seeing as I haven't been going it for about 6 months.
The paper doesn't go in for bingo, pin-ups or sensational stories to increase their sales. In their 5-page editions, they concentrate on stories rarely covered by the opposition. As the editor of a successful paper, you have a fairly small circulation. I mean, do you ever want it to get bigger?
No, I think it might spoil the outlook of the paper. I mean, small is beautiful, to my mind.
What about your own future? Do you ever want to be an editor of a Fleet Street newspaper?
No, I won't carry on with this one first. I think it's much more advanced from Fleet Street, this is.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, it's tightly run. You get personal pleasure from it, and you don't have to go off to exotic places and slog about reporting 20 hours a day.
The paper doesn't just reach Romsey Avenue, or in fact just Britain, but Canada. Paul's grandparents get their regular monthly copy of the paper airmailed to them. What do they think of it?
We find that Paul, the publisher, is a master of the English language. The paper does the family in Saskatchewan. It goes to Edmonton and Regina and Moose Jaw, and it does the whole bit. And of course, we think it's a great little thing.
Well, you're a policeman. Do you ever feel tempted to feed them the odd little crime story?
No, I invariably end up investigating local accidents. They can always call on a police spokesman to give his view on the latest bicycle crash or someone getting stuck in a tree and being rescued, but that's about all.
Like all papers, the editorial team of the Express have deadlines. Not the frantic rush to get the paper on the streets, but the more mundane evening meal.
Clear away then, time to set the table.
And there's no surprise what the headline on the front page of this month's edition will be.
Good luck to them. And our next story is about the Olympic yachtsman Rodney Patterson, who lives in